900,000 people go missing in the United States every year. Often, when the missing person is blonde and blue-eyed, there's massive media coverage, especially on cable television. When the person is black and missing, it's a whole different story. To tell the stories of our own folks gone missing, TV One has a new docudrama series, Find Our Missing. It premieres Wednesday, January 18th at 10 p.m. Here's a short preview.
Pam's reputation at the EPA was stellar. Hard worker, efficient, well-educated.
She was a very sharing, caring person. By her putting cameras and everything in her house, I never had no concern about her safety. I always felt that she was safe.
So how is it that on a cold winter night in 2009, Pam Butler could simply vanish from inside her own home?
I recently talked with Pam Butler's brother Derek and Derrica Wilson, president of the Black and Missing Foundation. I asked Derek to tell us exactly what happened to Pam.
Well, she came home from work and she met a friend of hers at the house, and the next day she was actually off, and from that day on we have not seen her or heard from her.
No idea?
No idea. No idea. We see her ex-boyfriend coming up to the house and leaving. Nobody else ever comes to the house, and nobody else ever comes to the house other than the UPS man and the mailman, and she just disappeared.
How have the authorities been? Have they been helpful? Have they been keeping in touch with you?
You know, the authorities have really been very helpful. They have really reached out to us, done just about everything that they could do.
Well, one of the things that jumps out is that we've talked about this in this country, that when you watch television shows, when you look at newspapers, clearly when a child comes up missing, you have the Amber Alert, it goes out. When you look at adults, frankly, if you're not a white woman, if you're not blonde, blue-eyed, you're not going to be on television. You're not going to get the kind of coverage. Have you thought the exact same thing? Have you said to yourself, man, where's the coverage of our family member?
I say it all the time.
Absolutely. That was one of the reasons my sister-in-law and I, Natalie Wilson, created the organization Black and Missing Foundation, because when it comes to missing persons of color, who makes up 40% of missing persons in the United States, we're not getting that coverage. You know, when it comes to our children, they like to associate our children as runaways, therefore the runaways are not getting the Amber Alert. And when it comes to missing adults, men and women, they like to associate their disappearance related to some sort of criminal activity, which takes away from the person being missing, therefore they're not getting that coverage as well.
Is it the key, the first 24, 48 hours?
Absolutely.
Yes.
But in our community, a lot of our people think that they have to wait 24 hours before they can even file a missing persons report, because this is what they see on television.
How long? How long? Immediate?
When it's a child, it's
Yes.
immediately. When it's an adult, depending on your state, it's normally 24 hours. But I can say in the District of Columbia, as well as in Illinois, it's immediately. So I think families need to really look at the laws in their areas.
We wish only the best for Pam Butler's family. The docudrama series, Find Our Missing, looks at not just Pamela Butler's case, but many others where black people go missing and too often are never found. It premieres Wednesday, January 18th at 10 p.m. right here on TV One. So be sure to check it out.